Thank you for joining us. This video has been long overdue. And the discussion of this video is going to be why you should never go on a vacation with the INTJ. And Deanna and I went on a vacation, you could call it a vacation, back where we were from. And I had some thoughts after about why it just sucks to go on a vacation with the INTJ. And just from an INTJ's point of view, I would say that wherever we are not there. This is a pretty normal SENI issue where I'm in the place, I'm vacationing in a nice place, I'm in a fabulous room that we were in with our friends, but all I was thinking about most of the time was like what was coming up tomorrow, what in 6 days, how the travel schedule was going to be, worrying about Aiden, my son, how that was going to be, work. And it's like, why couldn't I just stick in the moment for a little bit? And Deanna, as an ISTJ or ESTJ, depending on the time of day, is she's good at vacation, I think. She's good at her vacation because she's good at maximizing time and jamming every possible fun or relaxing thing into however many days we're on vacation.
Well, okay, obviously it was overboard, and we even did less this time than we did the first time, if you recall. We just saw all the people and all the things. Last time we saw even more people. It was kind of insane. So yes, I do like to be efficient, and I like to go, okay, like who are we seeing for breakfast? Who are we seeing for lunch? Who are we seeing for dinner? That kind of thing. But if you schedule in too much leisure, then it's not leisure anymore. So I will say that's like semi my fault. But at least I planned things that were not work. Like,
right.
Joe only wants to work no matter what. It's hard to drag him out of the house to go on a vacation ever. Like in the past, his excuse used to be like, oh, commission, because he was commission based. But now he's not commission based, and I still can't drag him away from his work. I mean, it makes him a really good worker because he's like obsessed over it, but it makes him not a good vacationer because he won't like literally stop and smell the roses because he's like thinking about something.
Right. Yeah, and the times that I would be a good vacationer, I think would be more if I'm in control of the vacationing process, because most of the anxiety, I think, is getting on a plane, dealing with whoever. It's always a roll of the dice. Like, is there going to be a delay? Are you going to be next to someone horrible? Now that we have a son and we have to buy a seat for him and we deal with him, it's always a variable that's out of your control. Is he gonna scream the whole time? Are people gonna look at you and go like, oh my gosh, those people there, you can't control their kid? And now when you fly, it's just delays galore. So I feel like if I was driving to a place, at least I could control my car environment, when we stop, bathroom breaks, stuff like that. I mean, I can't control traffic, but at least I'm driving the car. And that's where flying somewhere, also when you're staying with somebody else, you don't know if they're going to be in your environment, how they're going to be. We stay with someone we haven't stayed with before, so that gave me some like, I wonder how they're going to be. It actually turned out to be great. So also within that is like that, you can tell that I'm speaking from an NI worrying, like this is going to happen and I'm telling you, and then it doesn't. You're like, why did I worry so much that all this was going to go bad? And even Deanna's like, no, none of this is going to happen. It's going to be fine.
Well, that was my exact point, was we actually have historical data to base it off of, right? And that's me, is every time we've flown with Aiden, it's been fine. He's never like lost it. There's nothing to be worried about. Everyone thinks he's cute. No one complains about him. So like, what are you worrying about? You actually have data to show that there is literally nothing to worry about. Now, traveling sucks always. I don't know anyone who likes to chill on a plane for many hours, but it's just one of those things where if you can just accept it, like this day is gonna be not fun because I'm gonna earn a week of fun in this other place. I'm gonna have 2 days of non-fun and 5 days of good fun. Like if you just like accept it and plan ahead, then I feel like it bothers you less. But you need to set up the proper expectations and not like catastrophize.
Yeah, and so I'm not good at not catastrophizing those situations. I think for me, as Deanna said, I like to work. I've always liked to work. The job I have now I like even more. So I don't like being away from it or not being, always in touch with it. But to me, I don't, how there's people that like, they can't relax or they, when they retire, they still fill their day with something. For me, I always feel guilty when I feel like I've relaxed too much. It's like, okay, you got to work out, you got to start flexing your brain muscles, your real muscles. You got to do something productive. So I feel like I don't have a long duration of pure relaxation before I'm like, I got to do something that's productive for me. Whereas some people they are born relaxers. Like their whole goal in life is to leisure, and whatever they can do, the minimal amount of like work effort to get to that point of leisure, they will do. And I've never understood that past like 26 or 27 years old.
I used to feel the same way, honestly. I used to like get anxious if I wasn't doing something productive, but I will say I found a way to sort of reframe it. I mean, you use your phone all day and then you plug it in at night, right? Like you have to have some sort of recharging of your body. And like, so like if you're resting and relaxing, even if you love to read, like if you're sitting on a couch reading a book in the middle of the day when you could be doing something productive, you could still view it as a positive thing, because your body needs rest in order to function at its highest level in the future. Like I just came back from an 1.5-hour massage, and do I feel guilty about that? No.
Yeah. So you're better at relaxing than me, and I don't think it's a badge of honor to not be able to relax or not wanting to work. I think some of my previous videos about kind of like success and what that means, and I think I'm more focused in the last year or two on material success and what that means in terms of you've got to work and you've got to put relaxation and leisure on the side, and if you do have it, it's got to be like literally scheduled and don't overdo it. So I think that to get the INTJ to be someone that is I don't know, good to vacation with, what do you have to do? Do you have to give them, for me it would be, I work a little bit.
No, I know what I would have to do.
What would it have to be?
Would you get anxious? Okay, here's my idea.
Okay.
What if I brought you somewhere where you had literally no reception? So that like you had to accept, I cannot work. I can't make phone calls. I can't send emails. I can't check the news. I can't do any of that. I have to drink this mojito on the beach because that's literally the only thing I can't do.
That actually be great, because this is a perfect thing. There has been so many times in my life where I left my phone in the other room and went and did something, and then like 30 minutes to 60 minutes later, it's like, where's my phone? It's like, I just had all this focused energy on something that wasn't work because my phone wasn't on me. So I think you're right. With no reception and no ability to be checking anything, my mind it's out of sight, out of mind. You just accept it. So you would have to get into a place where there is no chance you can get on the internet.
So I just convinced you to take me on a cruise, right? That's basically what happens on a cruuse. You have no reception. You have no internet.
And then the internet sucks on a cruise anyway. Yeah. So they kind of be like, well, if you want to work on the cruise, you can. So for those INTJs out there, or if you're a husband or wife of an INTJ, what is the best way for you to be a good vacationer? Because for the most part, I don't think we're naturally good at relaxing or vacationing. So please let us know in the comments. And Aiden, for those, I know that you want to see him. He's right there in the mirror in the back. He's been pretty good. We tried to film this video at home, and in the first 5 seconds, he screamed and cried and ruined the video. So we're like, maybe we should try to do it while we're driving. So thanks for commenting, and sorry it's been so long, but life's been busy. Thanks, y'all.
Bye.